Now, some countries like Australia, if you show up in some migrant vessel, they'll seize you, take you to an island, give you medical care, give you food, you'll be fine, and you will not get to go to Sydney or Melbourne or Canberra. You have to stay on this little island. They got Christmas Island. And if you're found to be a legit refugee, they'll send you to a little country called Nauru that's safe, and they pay Nauru like 50 grand to take you. But you will not get to go to Sydney. And everybody knows that now. You won't be thrown back to some terrible place. Odds are you're a faker. So that's how Australia does it. We sort of take the exact opposite approach, don't we? We let them go straight to Toronto, Montreal, let them go straight to welfare, food banks, hospital lines, whatever, don't we?
Exactly. You couldn't have two polar opposite approaches to immigration, Ezra. Australia, they put out huge posters everywhere saying, you will not call Australia home. Do not make the dangerous journey. Don't try to get here illegally. It's unsafe, and there's no benefit whatsoever to doing it. And as you just explained, they have a very restrictive protocol to dealing with these folks. Whereas Canada literally has the opposite approach. We have our Prime Minister tweeting away on social media saying, come to Canada, welcome to Canada, Canada's your home, and basically encouraging people to take the often dangerous journey. We've had people sadly pass away in the cold winters trying to cross illegally across border fields and ditches in Minnesota and in upstate New York. People, as soon as they cross into the Canadian border, it's like they're home free. They get a free card to stay. They wait in queue for that immigration hearing. Because of the huge surge that we have experienced thanks to Justin Trudeau on social media, it takes years, Ezra, to get your case heard in front of an immigration judge. And then even if you're rejected, you then still have to wait. There was a CBC report that came out a few months ago that said the majority of people who have their applicants rejected, so these are not refugees, they're fake refugees, they don't leave on their own. They wait for the CBSA to come and deport them. Ezra, only 900 people have been deported in the last 3 years under Justin Trudeau. So it's such a small number when you compare that to the 150-some thousand people who have come illegally. 900 have been deported. The rest of the people, as the CBSA is declaring now, they disappear. They just get absorbed. They go to Toronto or Vancouver, and they continue to live with an illegal status.
So if I heard you right on the numbers, if you're a fake refugee, even if you're found to be fake, even if you have your day in court years after arriving and lose, there's a 99% chance you'll stick around. If I heard you right, did I hear you right on the numbers there? 150,000, right. But 900 deported, is that right?
Well, so 150,000 have come into Canada since Trudeau has been Prime Minister. They haven't all had their day in court yet.
Right.
But of the ones who have had their day in court, only about 900 have been deported. So, the message is really clear, Ezra. If you come to Canada, there's pretty much nothing we can do to get you out of the country. Once you're here, and you even have access to things that Canadian citizens have access to, like appeals. You can appeal the decision. You can get another day in court. It's really just sort of an endless conveyor belt of the Canadian immigration system that just gives you chance after chance after chance. And then even then you can still give a humanitarian plea saying, look, I've made a family in Canada and I have roots here now, don't deport me. Right. So the chances of someone ever getting deported are just incredibly slim given the system that we have.
That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue and then I interview an interesting guest. And then I end by reading my hate mail, but you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.